So let's see how you can solve on example C and D as well. C is very similar to A and really especially similar to A. And you have a base of 3 here, and on the right you have a base of 9. Well, that is not the lowest form, so we can drop that down to being a 3 squared. And then on the outside, whoa, that was a little weird. Just got weird in here. You get this. So now that you have a common base, what we can do is we can cancel out your 3's. And left over, you just have a 5x on the left. And on the right, don't forget you're going to have to multiply these. So it's not just 2 times a 2x, but it's going to be 2 times a 2x and the negative 1. So we're going to put the 2x minus 1 in parentheses. And then we're going to distribute the 2 to each of those. Some people like to just distribute the 2 to the 2x and forget about the negative 1 at the end. So it should be 4x minus 2. Now if we want to go ahead and subtract our negative 4x, or sorry, subtract 4x, and that ends up giving you just a 1x on the left, and that's equal to a negative 2. You are done. You are finito. So that's C. Now D is a little different. D, what you're going to have to do is notice that you have a fraction. Well, anytime you have a fraction, you want to rewrite this fraction so it is no longer a fraction, and or if possible, write it so that it's not a fraction. But you want to write it so you can get a common base. Now over here, the 25, that's fairly simple. We're never going to have to get. So we know that 25 would be a 5 squared. And then on the outside, you still have this 3x plus 2. So your goal on the left is to make that a 5 also. So we can do that. You can rewrite this 1/5 as a 5. Now remember, if you take something from the bottom to the top, or from the top to the bottom, you just make that a negative 1 exponent on the inside. And on the outside, you still have this x minus 5. So dun, 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 the cool part is we now have common base here, common base here, and we can set our 2 exponents equal to each other then. So we have a negative 1 on the left times x minus 5. And on the right, we have this 2 times the 3x plus 2. So you can distribute now on the left. You have a negative x plus 5. And on the right, you get a 6x plus 4. Wow, I love me some Algebra 1. So let's go ahead and I'm going to move the x's to the right. Oh gosh, I guess it doesn't really matter. You guys probably want me to move them to the left, so I guess I'll do that. Minus 6x, and that'll give us a negative 7x on the left. So those will be gone. And I'm actually also going to get rid of my 5. I'm going to move my 5 to the right. So I'm going to subtract 5. And so that's going to cancel those 5 renos. So on the left, all we have left is a negative 7x. That's equal to a negative 1. So if we divide both sides by negative 7 and divide this by negative 7, you will finally have x equals a 1/7. Fraction! That's right, folks. We've got a fraction as an answer. Big whoop. So in reviewing all of this, I hate these. You just need to make sure that you find a common base here, because once you get your common bases, those will cancel out. And then from there, you just set your exponents equal to each other. Don't forget to distribute to both terms. Some people like to forget that, but distribute to both terms, and then it should be fairly simple from there on out.